What if I told you? Oda has already decided who could kill Luffy, not Emu, not Blackbeard, but someone close, terrifyingly close. And this character might be the biggest twist in One Piece's ending. Let me explain. Let's start with one simple fact. Luffy is not invincible, even Gear 5, with all its freedom and power, has its limits. But Oda has dropped hints that when Luffy dies, it won't be at the hands of an enemy. It will be someone important, someone we've known, and maybe even loved. Now, think back to Marineford. When Ace died, it wasn't the villain's power that shocked us most, it was that Ace chose to turn around. He chose death for pride. Oda writes tragedy not through evil, but emotion. So, who could kill Luffy? Let's look at 3 candidates. One of them might actually do it. First, Zoro. He's Luffy's right hand, but also the only one who's ever openly challenged Luffy's decisions. Remember Water 7, when Usopp left and Luffy tried to bring him back? Zoro made it clear, if you bend for one crewmate, I leave. Zoro's loyalty is to the dream of the Pirate King, not to Luffy's emotions. He would rather kill Luffy than let him fall off that path. And in Thriller Bark, Zoro literally offered his life to save Luffy. But what if in the final war, he's forced to end Luffy's life to protect the dream? Second, Blackbeard, too obvious. Third, and this is the most terrifying one, Bonney. Why Bonney? Because of her connection to the Nika fruit, to Kuma. And now to Vegapunk's final message. Bonney is directly linked to the truth of the Void Century, and she knows something about Joy Boy, something we don't. There's a crazy theory, Luffy is Joy Boy, yes, but Joy Boy must die again to complete the cycle, and who better to end it than someone who inherited the will of the past? Bonney. She might not want to kill Luffy, but she might have to. Now think about Oda's interview, where he said, One Piece will have an ending that shocks everyone. Not because it's complex, but because it's inevitable. What's more inevitable than a hero dying at the hands of someone who loves them? Just like Ace, just like Roger, even Rayleigh couldn't stop Roger's death. So what if, in the end, Luffy smiles, says, I'm glad I was free, and dies by the hand of someone who understood what he fought for, not a betrayal, a choice, just like Joy Boy's last smile. And if you think I'm exaggerating, Oda has already drawn Luffy dead, in a cover story, in concept art, and in one interview, he said, I don't think a hero always needs to live. This isn't about losing, it's about ending things the One Piece way, tragic, poetic, and unforgettable. But if Luffy dies, who becomes the next Joy Boy? We're answering that question tomorrow, so subscribe now and be there when the world turns upside down.